Hi again, everybody. Robin Hook with you from Old Burdick's Bar and Grill at Wings West in Texas Township, just off 9th Street. Here to talk Western Michigan athletics on the Bronco Coaches Show. Started out with some hockey, and Pat Ferschweiler's here, head coach of the 4th-ranked Bronco hockey team, tied for first in the NCHC standings. Coach, it's been a great first half, and you're into the second half of league play, and got a big weekend series with St. Cloud.
Yeah, a huge weekend. Obviously, we've had a successful season so far. Extremely proud of this team. Tied for first place with 2 games in hand, 10 games left. That's a good spot for us. There's no doubt about it. But St. Cloud's a very, very good hockey team, and will give us everything we can handle.
Broncos are 18-5-1. You're 11-2-1 in the NCHC. And like you said, in first place, tied with Arizona State. But they played 2 more games than you, and you have 10 games left, and 6 of them are at the friendly confines of Lawson Ice Arena.
Obviously, we love playing at home. We think we have the most electric atmosphere in college hockey. Certainly, friendly confines is a perfect way to say it. Our guys look forward to playing in front of their peers, and I believe the Lunatics push them forward.
So 7 o'clock on Friday and 6 o'clock on Saturday against St. Cloud. We'll talk a little bit more about St. Cloud in this upcoming weekend coming up here shortly. But Coach, you got back from Colorado College. You won another series, took 4 out of 6 points.
I thought we played great out in Colorado College, honestly. Hard-fought battle on Friday night, and we found a way to win there. And then Saturday night, I think in lots of ways we might have played better than we did on Friday night, but we didn't find a way to score as much. Credit to Colorado College and their goaltender. I thought they played great, but we played really quality hockey all weekend long. Again, we come out with a series win. We'll take that.
Yeah, you beat Caden Mbarico on Friday night, one of the top goaltenders in all of college hockey. You put 4 goals on him, and that was good to see. I mean, 4 goals. That, by the way, was the 7th consecutive win Friday night by the Broncos at Colorado College. You had never lost at the Robeson Arena, Coach.
Yeah, they built a brand new arena, and we don't treat them very nicely in it. So it's kind of a fun fact. And obviously, it had to end at some point. And with the overtime loss on Saturday, it did. But again, we're worried about our process and the way we played, and I thought we played great.
Saturday night was tied at 2 at the end of regulation, and they got a couple of goals. The one was legit. It was kind of fluky, but the first goal was a little questionable.
Well, we certainly challenged it for goaltender interference, and I've watched it 100 times since, and I think it's goaltender interference 100 times. The guy puts his stick on Hammer's pad, and then he kicks the puck in, and confusing, but it is what it is. It's a final decision from the referees, and we move forward and play the rest of the game.
Yep, and you got a 2-minute, or you had a 5-minute power play actually there that started late in the second period, and bam, you got a quick one by Liam Valenti to take a 2-0 lead with a lot of time left in that 5-minute major power play that carried over for 2.5 minutes into the next period.
Probably time in the game where we really needed to close it out, and we get a goal, like you said, I think it was 12 seconds in. A great play through the seam from Alex Bump over to Liam Valenti for his classic one-timer. And then I honestly thought we had 3 or 4 other quality chances, even before the end of the period. There's about 2 minutes left in the period at that point. Alex Bump hits a crossbar. Several other good plays on that. And we came back out at the start of the third with a real opportunity to close the game out. Power play didn't execute as high as level as we wanted. On that point on, then it was a hard-fought third period.
Yeah, and they got the winner in the 3-on-3 overtime, so they got the extra point. You still got a point with the regulation tie through 3 periods, and I think that's good. You get a point for doing that.
There's no doubt, obviously, that rule's kind of gone back and forth, and from 5, it used to be 5-on-5 overtime, now it's 3-on-3, to make sure that each team gets rewarded at the end of a hard-fought 60 minutes, I think is the proper thing, and they're fighting for that 1 additional conference point.
I'll tell you, that 3-on-3 overtime is pretty exciting. That's lightning in a bottle for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's great for the fans. There's no doubt about it. It's an exciting brand of hockey. Obviously, I think we outshot them 5-1 in the overtime. The one shot they had was a breakaway and a big-time move by their player. But we certainly had opportunities to win that game, and again, I'm proud of the effort over the weekend.
Well, not only are the Broncos ranked nationally, you would expect them to be when you look at some of the statistics that make up college hockey games on the weekends. We're going to take a break and come back and look at where the Broncos stand in some of those key stats, and then look ahead to the weekend against St. Cloud. We also have two Broncos on hand to visit with here shortly too. Tim Washy and Sammy Sholin here. Talk Bronco hockey with Coach Furschweiler and those guys. Coming up from Old Burdick's Bar and Grill at Wings West. Now a timeout on the Bronco Coaches Show.
Burdick's has burgers, not burgers. Burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef, burgers. Or chickpea. And Burdick's has beer, not beer. Beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Burdick's.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg. If you've been driving around, you've noticed empty lots and no new cars. We understand how frustrating this can be. That's why we've done the legwork for you. We're getting in CPO shipments from coast to coast to bring you the best late model vehicles with certified warranties. Don't get taken advantage of with markups on new and used cars. We make sure you get the best value for your car buying dollar. Maple Hill Auto Group, for value like no other.
Robin Hook, voice of the Broncos, back with you at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, Wings West, just off 9th Street in Texas Township. It's the Bronco Coaches Show. We're here on Thursdays at 6 on YouTube Live, and you can watch it anytime on WMUBroncos.com. Talking hockey with Pat Furschweiler as his Broncos were in first place, tied with Arizona State in the NCC standings, ranked 4th this week in the national polls, ranked 5th in the pairwise. Coach, you're in pretty good shape there.
Oh, I think we played again. The pairwise is a funny, little math equation that determines the NCAA tournament, and we put ourselves in a good spot so far this year. You have to just continue to win, and hopefully can maintain that spot in the national tournament.
Yeah, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself with 10 games to go, but six of those games are at home, which I really like. Coach, scoring offense. You're 7th in the nation in scoring offense. Maybe not scoring quite as much as you had the last couple of years when you were 4 goals a game. You're at 3.5 right now. Still good enough to be 7th in the country in scoring.
Oh, really proud of the way this team's come together. I think the question everybody asks after the firepower we've lost each of the last 3 years, 6 NHL contracts each year. Who's going to score for the Broncos this year? And this year it's been a little more by committee and depth than having just leading scorers, but certainly guys have stepped forward and really been able to put the puck in the net.
One guy who's really putting points up here since the calendar turned is Alex Bump. Man, he's been on fire, and his future boss Keith Jones, former Bronco, now president of the Philadelphia Flyers, got a first-hand look at Alex Bump this past weekend in Colorado.
Yeah, past Bronco fans familiar with Keith Jones, was a superstar player here. I was lucky enough to play with him for 1 season on his line, and now president of the Flyers. He came out, could not have been more impressed with Alex, his development here, his approach, his competitiveness, and obviously his playmaking is outstanding.
Well, if you go out and watch Bronco hockey at Lawson Arena, you watch Alex Baum, number 20, and he's normally the best player on the ice from the beginning of the game till the end. And Coach, your scoring offense, as we mentioned, is 7th, but the real difference in this year's team has been your defense and your goaltending. Coach, you ranked 4th in the country in scoring defense. You're giving up just 1.83 goals per game, and combined with that 3.5 goals scored per game, your margin is 1.67, ranked 4th in the country. That's pretty good.
I mean, score a lot, give up a little. That's a great recipe for some wins. There's no doubt about it.
Y'all ordered me some of that right there.
I think that the scoring defense is a team stat that's very important to us. It shows our competitiveness, our engagement all over the ice, our willingness to do whatever it takes to get the, keep puck out of our net. Some of that is blocking shots, a new emphasis this year that we've certainly put on, and our guys have all bought in. Our decoy is extremely mobile and quick. It makes it hard for them to create against us. And then obviously, 2 goaltenders playing at a super high level.
That takes us to the special teams, Coach, and your dynamic in the special teams. Power play didn't get off to a great start, but of late it's been awesome. Liam Valenti just pumping them in night after night. 27.4% on the power play. That's 7th in the country on the man advantage.
Really proud of the way we've come together. We've grown. We've continued to get better every day. We've got 2 great quarterbacks, Sammy Sholin and Una Vicenen up top, and then a lot of great decision makers down low. We've really made an emphasis on getting the puck into the net with more bodies, and it's really paid off here since maybe Thanksgiving.
And then there's the penalty kill, and my goodness, the penalty kill is just spectacular. These guys on the penalty kill haven't given up a goal to the opponent since November, and only 4 all season. 93.1%, Coach, on the penalty kill. That's number 1 in the nation, and it's not even close.
Phenomenal effort by our penalty kill. Obviously a great plan and design by Jason Herter and JJ Crew, my associate head coach and assistant coach, and then execution by the players and inside that plan. And like we talked about, competitiveness and willingness to block shots and win battles. You have 4, they have 5. Like, you got to make up for it somehow, and that's through effort. That's led by Tim Washy, Owen Michaels, our defensive crew, and then of course you show me a great penalty kill. I'll show you great goaltending behind it as well.
And they've been great. And then you have the face-off winning percentage, which is kind of a hidden stat. People don't pay attention too much to that. But at the end of the game, if you've won more face-offs than the other team, however more you had, that was that many more possessions that you were allowed to have an opportunity to score a goal, and you're 3rd in the nation winning faceoffs.
Well, obviously, again, led by our captain, Tim Washy, I think is the best in the country, and that allows lots of things, winning faceoffs. One, you get to start with the puck, have more offense. I think it leads into that. 2, by starting with the puck and having it more, you're a better defensive team as well. So the way winning faceoffs contributes to winning, I think, is a big-time relationship, and we need to keep winning faceoffs.
All right, next up, St. Cloud, Friday night at 7 o'clock, Saturday night at 6 o'clock over at Lawson Arena. Here's a team that right now is in 8th place in the standings. They're 4-11-1 in the NCHC and 11-14-1 overall. But a lot of that is due to an injury to the most key guy, their goaltender, Isaac Posh, who's one of the best in college hockey. He's been out for several weeks, and it's really taken a toll on their record. But they still have a really good team, St. Cloud.
Oh, don't be fooled by the record. There's no doubt they hadn't lost a game until their goaltender got hurt. 2 players that played in the World Junior Tournament with and won gold medal for Team USA. Austin Bernovic, dynamite freshman, can score, can skate. Big-time defensive freshman as well. Colin Ralph, he was also on that team. 6'4" kid, looks like he played in the NHL right now. Lots of depth in their roster, lots of speed in their roster. We know it's a very good hockey team, and probably haven't gotten the goaltender they've wanted. But once Isaac comes back, you know they're going to be a real handful.
St. Cloud, they're a perennial power in the NCHC and all of college hockey, and they'll be the opponent this weekend. Important weekend series. They're all important for the Broncos, trying to hold on to what they have right now, 1st place national ranking in the top 5 in the country. Coach, we're going to talk with Tim Washy and Sammy Sholin here in a minute. And of course, Tim, we all know Tim. He's been here for 5 years. He's having his best season as a Bronco. You handed the leadership reins off to Tim, and while he's not the most outspoken guy, he does his talking on the ice, and when he speaks, they listen.
No, it couldn't be more impressed or happy for Tim and the season he's having. It's true leadership on and off the ice. He's 16 new players this year, now 17 at Christmas. He's brought this group together. A lot of the credit goes to him for being inclusive and making guys feel comfortable in that locker room. And then on the ice, he's led by example first and talking second. Like you said, he doesn't have a lot of words, but when he does speak, the team certainly listens. But he leads through action and competitiveness on a daily basis.
And then Sammy Sholin, this is his 3rd year at Western Michigan. We didn't get to see him his 1st year. He had to sit out the whole year and do some wacky transfer stuff. And then he jumped on the ice last season for you, and you could just see the ability that he had back there in the blue line, and his second season playing has just blossomed. He was the NCHC D-Man of the Week a week ago. Really talented player on both ends of the ice, particularly offensively.
No, I think Sammy's a big-time player for us. Was a draft pick of the Dallas Stars. When he came to us, he's really dedicated himself in the weight room, and I think that's allowed his big-time skill to show on the ice. He's got a tremendous hockey sense, can make a play, runs our top power play unit. Him combined with Yona Bison, and I call them the Wonder Twins back there on D. They're pretty good for us.
They sure are, and we're going to talk to Sammy and Tim next. Coach, thanks for coming out to the Bronco Coaches Show here at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Lawson Arena, all right? Pat Firstweiler.
Thanks, Robert.
Coming up next, we'll talk with Tim Washy and Sammy Shola as we continue our chat with the hockey program after this time out from Old Burdick's Bar and Grill of Wings West. Right now, these messages.
It all started with a war hero and wounded warrior. Sealy began on Portage Road in Kalamazoo in 1963. A lot has happened since then, and a lot has changed. But at Sealy, the more things changed, the more they stayed the same. Trust, customer service, and community. These are the qualities that made Sealy then and what Sealy represents today. Celebrating over 60 years of serving our community and customers with excellence.
Attention Bronco fans. Looking for a direct way to show your support? Meet Roy, the mobile app that lets you back your favorite college athletes. If knowing exactly where your money is going matters to you, now's your chance to make a difference. With Roy, you choose which athlete receives your support, helping keep your favorite players on the team. Download the Roy app today and join us in shaping the future of your athletic program. Roy is a proud partner of WMU Athletics and the Broncos Will Reign Collective.
Get a fresh view in Kalamazoo. Wander museums, catch a show, and see a classic or two. Unwind, open up, try something new. Bike around, make a splash, and explore nature's hue. Hit the trails, grab a bite, then relax with a brew. Be curious, get loud. There's so much to do. Find all this and more in Kalamazoo.
Robin Hook, voice of the Broncos, back with you at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill at Wings West off 9th Street in Texas Township. We're here Monday nights through the winter months talking Broncos sports, hockey now. Coming up shortly, we'll talk some gymnastics as well with Coach Penny Jernigan and one of her student athletes as they have a home meet coming up on Sunday. But hockey's home Friday and Saturday against a good St. Cloud team. We're joined now by two of the Broncos' best, Captain Tim Washy and defenseman Sammy Sholan. And Tim, we've talked before, but you've done a great job leading this team. We went into this season not knowing what to expect with over half of the guys new. Nobody even knew each other's names. You guys were wearing name tags back in the summertime. But wow, did it all come together, and you hit the ground running.
Yeah, we got a great group of guys here. Everyone that came in, just fits in. They're great people, and it just made everything really easy for us to adapt.
Didn't have a whole lot of older guys. There was you and who else? We had Bump. It was only a sophomore, and then you got Cam Knuble and Cam Rowe. That's about it.
Yeah, no, not the oldest group, but those guys lead by example every night, and the young guys are just excited to learn and to build. So just high compete, high work ethic, and it's been paying off for us.
Got off to a great start. You guys work hard all summer long. Everybody comes in, you guys meet each other, greet each other, and then go to work, right? With strength coach Tim Herman, and get all that stuff out of the way.
Yeah, no, Tim is great. Yeah, we get bigger, faster, and stronger in the summer, and guys like to work together, and it's big at the start. Gets everyone together.
And then you hit the ground running with the season starting, and just kept rattling off victories, going on the road, meeting people. You almost had Boston College on the road. About 5 minutes to go, they rallied back to win, and most of the teams you've lost to, and you've only lost to 5, are some of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, we've had a great schedule. You know, highly competitive games against some great teams, and you know, our motto's been just get better every day, and you know, playing teams like that has really helped.
You've had some high-scoring guys the last couple of years. This year, like Coach said earlier, it's more scoring by committee, and that's a fun way to play hockey when everybody's getting the goals.
Yeah, I think it's easy too. I mean, everyone's got talent on our team, and it shows. They're finding ways to get pucks in the net, and it's helping us win games.
As I mentioned, Tim and the Broncos are among the leaders in face-off winning percentage, number 3 in the country. This guy is one of the best. How is it that you can win almost all of your draws? I mean, how do you do it? You get down there so low and you're scrapping away and kicking it to teammates.
You know what? We got a lot of good centers. We work on it a lot after practice, especially with our coach JJ Crew. And you know, going against great centers on our team gets you ready for the weekend. And you know, we look at video a little bit, and you know, having a plan going into the draw helps. And you know, great wingers too. They win a lot of pucks back for us.
The other thing is the penalty kill, which we talked about. Tim's a big part of that. He's also on the power play, but that penalty kill. 4 power play goals scored against your penalty kill, and none since the month of November. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, no, we take a lot of pride in it. It's a way that you know, we feel like helps win games, right? So you know, we like, you know, it gets us momentum too. So like, you know, blocking shots, you know, getting pucks deep, it gets you know, lost lunatics crazy, and helps us for sure win games.
And the power play was struggling a little bit out of the gate, but man, of late has been red hot, and both units have been putting pucks in the net.
Yeah, I think we talked last time. We have some weapons out there. You know, Alex Bump and Valente. They can shoot the puck, make a lot of plays, and it's dangerous for the other team.
All right, playing St. Cloud. This is a perennial power in this league. They lost their goaltender to an injury. Not sure of his status going into this weekend, but like Coach said, they've got some very talented players, and they're going to be coming in here looking to win.
Yeah, they always give us you know, a great game. So you know, they had our number a little bit last year. We've been looking forward to this one for sure for a while.
Yeah, you played them in the CCHA quarterfinals last year. Remember that up in St. Cloud?
Yeah, sure do. It was a good series, but yeah, like I said, we're looking forward to this a lot.
All right, you got a sophomore D-man there next to you, Sammy Sholin. What do you think of Sammy? What's the strength of his game?
He's just so smooth. He makes everything look so easy, and you know, before you know it, the puck's on your stick when you're playing with this guy. So it's just, and he's a great guy, which helps. So playing with him is always just a blast.
One other thing before we hand it over to Sammy is Tim Washy's a big dude, 6'3", 215, and when you get going downhill, man, those opponent defensemen have their head on a swivel, because look out for number 16, because they'll take you out.
You know, I just look at it as a way to get the puck back. We like having the puck on our stick, so when they have it, we don't like that.
Hitting's legal if you do it correctly, and this guy is one of the best in the business at using the body to his advantage. And Tim, keep up the great work, all right?
Thank you.
By the way, one more thing, he's a Hobie Baker nominee. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool.
What did the folks think about that when you?
Yeah, they've been excited, you know, all year, last year here. So they're just they're excited for me and the team.
All right, let's go out and get some wins this weekend against St. Cloud. All right.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Captain Tim Washy. Let's talk defense now with Sammy Sholin, and offense. I mean, this guy does it both ways, offensively and defensively. We really like his offensive talent, carrying the puck. He's from Sweden, one of several European guys. Sammy, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming out, and tell us about how you ended up being a Bronco.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. Yeah, so it's kind of it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was in a kind of two-way decision whether to stay in Sweden or come over and play a year in junior in the U.S. And I, you know, luckily decided to come over and play a year in Dubuque. Had a good year there, and then yeah, it was a pretty easy decision. Just then commit to Western because Western was doing really good that year. I think it was ranked top 3 like all year, and I haven't regretted anything of that decision. It's been great.
You were here for one whole season and didn't get to play. What was that like? Practicing every day and seeing the success that your team was having that you couldn't be a part of other than in practice every day.
Yeah, no, it was a little tough mentally sometimes, but looking back, it was a good year to kind of build on my body, get stronger, work on some stuff that I wasn't really good at, maybe, a lot of defensive stuff, and yeah, I think it paid off.
Well, Sweden's certainly known for some good hockey players. Did you have a Swedish pro or NHL player from your country that you admired a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I was a center until I was like 16 years old. So growing up, I was always a big like Peter Forsberg guy. And I loved his game. And then, when I transitioned to defenseman, Erik Karlsson was pretty natural to like just look at, and what he does out there is incredible. So, yeah, he's probably my top guy.
Sweden, they play somewhat similar to North America. Did you see any differences though when you came over to play junior hockey in the United States?
Yeah, definitely the pace of the game was way different. The rink's a lot tighter, so guys come at you a lot quicker. But also, if you get past the guy, you're a lot closer to the net. So there's positives and negatives, but I like the quick pace of the game here.
Yeah, it's got to be a little different. So you're playing in a lot of Olympic-sized ice arenas growing up, then I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, back home it was, I would say, it's more skating, it's more possession-based. You don't really dump the puck in as much. There's a lot of like controlled breakouts and way more possession-based. So it's definitely like coming over to the U.S. It was like a 10-15 game transition. It just really got my feet under me. And
Sammy Schoen's with us, plays D for the Bronco hockey team. He was the NCHC Defensive Player of the Week a couple weeks back, and he's had a great season for the Broncos. Getting a lot of points for that power play. If you're out there with Liam Valenti, you're probably going to get a point.
Yeah, no, my job kind of just distribute the puck over on the power play on the blue line. If you give it to Bump or Valente, chances are they're going to find the back of the net. So, it's been really fun playing with them.
And you're also out there with Alex Bump, and you got to be ready when Alex is out there because that guy's got eyes in the back of his head and can turn on a dime.
Yeah, as I said, give the puck to him. He's probably going to find the back of the net.
How about playing the point? What do you like about playing defense and on the point on the power play?
I like just you see you have everyone in front of you, and it's I feel like it might be the position with the most puck touches. The puck's usually coming through you, and on breakouts, it's your responsibility to carry it up and drop it back, and so I just like the responsibilities of it.
You're also out there on the penalty kill, and your penalty kill's been great as we documented. You guys are disappointed if the other team even gets a shot on goal in the penalty kill.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I think, as you've heard, Hertz and JJ set up a really good plan for us, and it's really easy to kind of stick to, and I think we've done a really good job in sticking to the plan.
Sammy, now that you've been in the States for a while, what do you think of the good old USA?
Yeah, no, it definitely fires you up before every game. Hearing the Lunatics, chant that, so it's awesome.
Yeah, what was that like the first time you played at Lawson in front of those characters?
Yeah, I mean, it was, my whole first year watching it was firing me up. So, first game back, it was electric and something, I was definitely pumped up for. And, they're like an extra guy out there. They're part of the team. They really give us an extra boost. So, really happy to have them.
Well, Sammy, here you guys are, fourth in the nation and first place in the NCHC standings. And I love your approach, man. You guys are all just focused on Friday night, not looking past anything else. We know what can be beyond this week and next week and into March, but it's all about your next game against St. Cloud, right?
Yeah, I think that's the way to go about it. That just, the everyday process, just, being 1-0 every day. And yeah, Friday, that's all what our focus is on. And then, it's way easier just think of a year like that. Next game is the most important one.
And St. Cloud, their record might not show it, but it's a really talented team. We've got a couple of guys from the World Junior team that won a gold medal. And they got some talent, so Broncos need to be at their best. You got to be at your best every night to win in this league.
Yeah, exactly. NCHC is a tough league, and you got to bring your A game every night to try and win. But yeah, we've had a good week of practice, and I'm sure we're going to be pumped up for tomorrow.
Well, he's sitting about a foot away from you, and he's 6'2", 215 pounds. But what do you think of the captainship of Tim Washy this year?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's tremendous for us. Whenever we need leadership, he steps up, and yeah, he's obviously had a great year on the ice, and him wearing the seat, just it's a testament to what we think of him and how great of a guy and leader he is for us.
All right, he's from Sweden, and he's playing some great hockey for the Western Michigan Bronco hockey team, Sammy Scholen. Sammy, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Sammy Scholen and Tim Washy, they'll be out there Friday night and Saturday night against St. Cloud. Get out there and watch them. You can get Bronco hockey tickets at WMUBronco.com/tickets. Broncos Friday at 7, Saturday at 6 against St. Cloud, and they'll be right back here next weekend against the Omaha Mavericks. So get your tickets at WMUBroncos.com/tickets. We're going to switch gears and talk gymnastics. Penny Jernigan's in the house. We're going to talk with her next. This is Western Michigan's Bronco Coaches Show from Old Burdick's and Wings West. Now timeout.
How far do you have to go to find a great deal on a new Ford SUV?
Not too far.
How about a new Ford F-150?
Not too far.
How about for basic maintenance and service?
Not too far at all. With Dorrance Ford's mobile service, we'll come to you.
Nice.
Now's the time to buy because we're making room for the 2025 Fords and moving out the 24s. Come in now for the best selection. Dorrance Ford is proud to support Bronco Athletics. Shop Dorrance Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
Burdick's has burgers, not burgers, burgers. All natural, honest to bigness, bona fide, aged steak, beef, burgers. Or chickpea. And Burdick's has beer, not beer, beer. Whether it's winning the big game or winning at life, it all happens right here at Old Burdick's.
Attention Bronco fans. Looking for a direct way to show your support? Meet Roy, the mobile app that lets you back your favorite college athletes. If knowing exactly where your money is going matters to you, now's your chance to make a difference. With Roy, you choose which athlete receives your support, helping keep your favorite players on the team. Download the Roy app today and join us in shaping the future of your athletic program. Roy is a proud partner of WMU Athletics and the Broncos Will Reign Collective.
Robin Hook back with you at Old Burdick's Bar and Grill, Wings West, out in Texas Township, just off 9th Street. And we're here on Thursday nights at 6, talking Bronco sports. First opportunity to talk women's gymnastics, and good timing too, because they got a home meet coming up against cross-state rival Eastern Michigan on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And with us is Penny Jernigan, the head coach. Wow, you've been here 12 years already? 12?
It has been 12. It's
About
flown
that.
by. Having fun.
Having fun, I guess. You get so many trophies from your success over the years, but won a MAC tournament title a year ago, and you've got a lot of new players on this year's team, a lot of new athletes.
We do, and I was just telling Hallie when I went through, it's about 53% new faces, and then we have our senior class that's back that are leading them, but we have several sophomores that really improved over the summer, so they're contributing right now as well as our freshmen that are in there.
Yeah, 20 student athletes on this team. You've got 5 freshmen and 5 sophomores, so half your team underclass.
That's right.
And they're learning the ropes.
They are. They're getting right in there. And I'm just really excited that we have Hallie's senior class to lead them and show them the ropes.
Yeah, you got Hallie and Sarah Morabansky, one of your other leaders. She's actually a graduate, but
that's right.
She's a veteran, and great to have leaders like those two.
Yep, and Sarah's been accepted to medical school, so when she finishes this season, that's where she'll be headed off to. But yeah, Sarah's an incredible leader as well. She serves as a captain along with Hallie and Allie's shop. So really, really pleased with what they've done with these young ones this year.
Well, you jumped right into the season, and you're just getting started in conference play. How's it been going?
We have some growing pains. We're learning, but that's part of the process. And the girls are just responding so well. They work so hard. They had a great fall, and they continue to just be extremely persistent, coming in, getting better every day. So we're excited. We're excited to be home this weekend and have another MAC opponent.
Playing Eastern Michigan, and that's always fun when you play an in-state rival, but these dual meets and tri-meets that you participate in are really just getting you ready for that MAC tournament, because that's what it's all about, that last event in the conference.
That's right, and it's a big meet. It's a long day. We have 7 teams. We all compete head-to-head that day. And I'm sure Hallie can attest to that as well. It's really long for both the coaches and the athletes, and there's so much parity in the MAC that it can be anybody's day that day.
Well, you've had some nice performances, like of course Hallie. She's outstanding all the time, but had some younger players who have, some younger athletes who have done some nice things. And tell us about some of those young people that you really like and see some development here and some great promise.
Sure, they're all doing great. The one that pops into my mind first is Reese Samuelson. She was a freshman last year, got injured very early in the season and wasn't able to contribute, and she just had an incredible summer and has come back. She's won a bars title last weekend, and then before that she won a beam title. And we're just in the first couple of meets of the season, and she's been looking really, really good. Julie Corfich, my only Kansas gymnast I've ever had in my career from Kansas. And she's, again, was just a depth person for us last year on floor. Now she's anchoring us on bars. She's in the beam lineup, and she's also our first alternate on floor, so she's just really crushing it. And then Hannah Milton is a sophomore who's back. She competed in 3 events for us last year as a freshman. Brooke Gillesco, I'm very proud to say, has made it into our vault lineup. She's a sophomore. And then another sophomore, Emily Kazuk, has won beam twice this season, once against Michigan State with a 9.9, and then again, she won beam at our last home meet against Wilberforce and University of New Hampshire. So the sophomores are really crushing it. And then the freshman new faces are Rylan Garvey. She's from Illinois. She's an all-arounder. She competed 3 events last weekend, but she is an all-arounder for us. And then we have, golly, I'm blanking.
Kennedy.
Thank you. Kennedy, sorry, Ken. Kennedy Cooper, who's from here in Michigan, is just doing an awesome job. She's in both our vault and our floor lineups. So, we're really pleased with how they're doing and coming along, growing right now and learning.
You mentioned Reese Samuelson. She took first in bars, as you mentioned last weekend at Kent State, had a 9.875 on bars. And
yes.
I don't know. I got 3 granddaughters in gymnastics, and bars is not easy. That's got to be one of the tougher events.
It really is. It really is. It requires very specific skill set, and Reese is very gifted at that event. So we expect to see her continue to win titles there.
You gotta be strong, particularly, you know, up here in the shoulders and the arms, to do those bars.
It takes years and years of developing those muscles. So your grandchildren will get there. It just takes like 10 years to develop it.
They love it. They can't get enough gymnastics. They're in the gym 5 days a week, but that's what you gotta do to be good, right?
That's what you gotta do. It takes years of that dedication and hard work, and I'm just so proud of our 20 gymnasts that we have. They're all just incredible students, incredible people. And yeah, they put all those hours into preparing to be on a D1 team like they are here.
Rocking one of your championship rings, I see.
Yes,
Which
I am.
which one do you like to wear the most? Do you just rotate them?
I do kind of rotate them out. This is my favorite. I was just telling Hallie that I should have brought my other ones. I think Hallie has one on from, was that your sophomore year? Freshman year. So you've won 3 since you've been here? 2. Mm-hmm. And then she won a MAC championship individually on vault. So yeah, we're proud and just really enjoying going out there and watching them grow and continue to get better and better.
We're gonna talk with Hallie here in a minute, but take me back to last March, I guess it was, and you're playing in the MAC tournament, and it comes down to your final athlete, and you need a number to win it by an eyelash, and up goes Hallie onto the vault, doing her thing, probably her best event, and you had her in the anchor position. How confident were you going into that last routine?
Oh, extremely confident. Hallie is just amazing on vault. She's amazing, period. But that was such an incredible moment. Everybody dreams of winning a championship like that, and it came all the way down to her. I mean, it really was a dream come true.
Slide that mic over to her, and we'll get more from you in a minute, Penny. But
sure.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that. I wasn't there, but I was watching, and what's going through your mind? I think everybody in the gym was looking at you because it all came down to you.
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking for sure, but I thankfully didn't know what score we needed, so I kind of just went out there and did my thing. I really trusted that my teammates really trusted me, so I didn't overthink it, and I kind of just went and did my thing and hoped for the best, honestly.
Vault is really different from all of the other events because you got to take a hike from about here to the end of this bar and then leap and twist and turn and land and hands up and don't stumble. And
oh yeah, it's a lot.
Piece of cake, right?
I honestly think it's my easiest event, but I know a lot of people don't like running at a stationary object about 80 feet away, but I truly love the sport. I love that event, and I think it's one of the most confident events I've ever had.
What was the degree of difficulty on that particular one you went with?
I think the mental side is a lot more difficult than the physical.
Okay.
So physically, I kind of just needed to go, but mentally, I needed to stay calm and just trust my body that it knows what to do and see the landing.
Tell you what, I've kind of gotten into gymnastics now more than ever before with granddaughters doing it, and you got to sit around and wait for like a 10-second routine, but when they're up there, it's pretty cool. And how did you get into gymnastics? I'm sure you started just about the age they are.
Yep, just about 3. I started because my mom didn't want me hurting myself on the carpet at home, so it was just rolling around and with the parent tumbling classes, and then I worked my way up to like 7 years of level 10, and thankfully Penny and I started talking, and I made my way to Western.
All right, and she went to Salem High School in Canton, which is near my neck of the woods, Belleville, and just down the road. And
yeah.
Did you have a high school team, or did you play club?
We did have a high school team. I played in club. It has a little bit of different, like judging-wise, so I stayed in club and then went to the junior Olympic level.
All right, and then it takes a lot of dedication. Like I said, when you're a kid growing up, you're in the gym 5-6 days a week.
Yeah, it took a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance. I think just having a good family and support system really got me through it. There was times I didn't love the sport, but coming back to it and knowing that my family supported me was one of the biggest factors that kept me in it.
All right, so now you're a senior, and when you were coming through, of course, you had fellow athletes like Peyton Murphy to look up to.
Yeah.
And, I'm guessing you learned a few things from her.
Oh yeah, she taught me a lot. Her, Sarah Morvansky, Danny Petrosic, they all taught me a lot about just keeping calm in the gym and outside of the gym, and really trusting each other, learning how to work as a team, as a gymnast, from only knowing it as a single person sport to a team sport was really a big transition, but they definitely taught me a lot on how the team works and how to succeed as a college gymnast, for sure.
And now all those rookies are coming to Allie Faulkner for advice.
That's right. Yeah, it's crazy to think about, for sure. But I think one of the main things I'm trying to preach this year as a captain is like, this team is a family, and that we're gonna win together, we're gonna lose together, but we're gonna stay together throughout it all. And we need to keep our head up. No matter how much we stumble, we're gonna keep our head up, and we're gonna get the good scores that we deserve. So that's one of the things I've been working with them.
I'm sure you've worked with some young kids. What do you tell the young kids when they come to you for advice?
I tell them to have fun. That's what I try to preach the most. If you put too much pressure on yourself, it doesn't become fun. So one of the main things I say is have fun, enjoy every moment. And I hated hearing that as a child because I really wanted just advice, but that is the best advice I'd ever gotten. Just have fun. It's the best thing ever.
That's good. That's what I tell my granddaughters. Have fun, enjoy it. Because when you don't enjoy it, go do such fun.
It's a great time. They're a great time. The energy's always high, and even the opponents, they know they can match our energy as well, and it's just a great time with great gymnastics.
And I know there's a little football game going on Sunday, but that's way after this thing will be over with.
After.
So get online, wmebroncos.com/tickets. Get over there and watch these ladies. It is so fun to watch. Now you do them all. I mean, you're an all-arounder now, right? Are you doing all-around?
I just specialize in vault because of some injuries, but I was an all-rounder.
Okay.
So you can watch me on vault and every other event.
And she's really, really good at vault, and she's also an outstanding student, academic all-MAC, and a all-district academic honoree. That's part of the deal, right? When you come to college,
Definitely.
You're a student athlete, but you're a student first.
Student first, for sure. And our team really holds the culture of like, we help each other inside and outside of the gym, and the classroom is a huge part of outside of the gym. So having good grades it really boosts the team as well as just your GPA, but everyone benefits from it.
So what curriculum are you in? I knew this before, but
I'm an exercise science major.
Exercise science. Okay, so what do you hope to do beyond gymnastics? Or I don't know, maybe you're going on in gymnastics.
Hopefully, physical therapy school and riding that train until I become a physical therapist. But if not, I'll see where the wind takes me.
Great stuff. Allie, thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on such a successful career. We're very, very proud of you, and still can't get over that vault to win the MAC tournament last year. That was so cool. Hand it back to Penny, and let's look ahead to Eastern Michigan. We don't like those Eastern Michigan folks over there when we compete against them. We love them the rest of the week, but not when we're going up against them.
Yep, everybody will show up, like Hallie said, with matching each other's energy. And one thing I wanted to mention about this weekend is it is National Girls and Women's Sports Day, and we're going to have a clinic that starts 90 minutes before the march in, which is about 11:30 a.m. So we hope that the children will come out and get a little taste of all the different women's sports that we offer at Western, and then watch the gymnasts stay and watch the meet. It's an exciting time. We have a DJ, and he does a great job. So it's just a great atmosphere, and the Eagles are going to bring it, and so are we.
Yeah, there's something going on everywhere. I mean, you got people on the bars, and then there's vaulting, and then there's bean going on, and folks are on the mat doing the floor exercise, and I mean, you can't get bored. You can't get bored out of gymnastics.
No, it is never boring. This meet will be kind of nice because it is a dual meet, so we will be alternating competitors. So we'll do vault and bars at the same time, and we'll go one competitor at a time. So all the spectators will be able to see every single gymnast throughout the entire meet. Whereas when we have a tri-meet or a quad meet, everything's going on at the same time.
What's your role all day? What do you do on a meet day?
On a meet day?
Yeah.
Oh, I visualize us crushing it.
There's a lot of hugging. I know there's a lot of hugging going on.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of hugging. You know, I watch them day in and day out, all summer, all fall, the work that they put in. I just don't think people understand how difficult what they do is, and I have such admiration for them. And I just told them this the other day, you know, I take so much pleasure in seeing them overcome obstacles, things that were so hard for them that they continue to work, continue to just get a little bit better every day. That's one of the things that Dan Bartholomew, our AD, when he first came, and I tell them this all the time, be a great teammate, be kind to yourself and others, and get a little better every day. So to see them getting better and then actually going out there and crushing it is the most rewarding thing in the world for me. So yeah, there's a lot of hugs, there's a lot of high fives, and as we're learning along the way, you know, just when we do have a hiccup, we talk about, oh, okay, what do we learn from that? And we move on and they get better.
All right, get out and watch Hallie and Sarah and the rest of the girls. They really put in a lot of work, and they enjoy what they do, and they enjoy showing what they can do to you, and it's just a lot of fun. And you've got another home meet, I think, coming up later in the month against Northern Illinois, end of February.
Yep, end of the month. That'll be another fun meet, and I think we're going to be adding a third team to that meet. There's a D3 school that had an outbreak of an illness on their team, and they weren't able to travel, so I think we're going to try to add them, so it'll end up being a tri-meet, so it's triple the energy for that one on the 23rd. It's also Taylor Swift Eras Day for that meet. So
all the Swifties will be out.
The Swifties, I am a Swiftie, I confess. I am a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
Are you a Swiftie?
Oh, I love Taylor Swift.
Awesome. So bring your friendship.
Number one on my playlist.
Yes,
Absolutely.
me too. So bring your friendship bracelets for that one. We've got a lot of, Greg, our marketing person, has a lot of things planned. We're going to be playing Taylor Swift music at that one, and it's just, you know, I'm really looking forward to all the ones we have left.
Yeah, and I think you got the Chippewas coming to town maybe next month.
Yes, and that is Senior Day. So that is going to be a fun day. We want to like.
Is that going to be Allie's Senior Day?
That'll be Allie's Senior Day. Yes, with her whole class, and that meet's going to be on a podium, which is an elevated stage off the floor. So that's just going to be a history-making day for us. When you watch Simone Biles and those national team members compete at the Olympic Games, they are competing on a podium. So. As far as I am aware of, we are the only college team that has their own podium on campus at their university. So that's going to be a historic day in addition to being Senior Day.
So I encourage you to go early to these events. They start at 1, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on beforehand, you know, kind of like a parade out there, and everybody's, it's pretty cool. It is really neat, kind of like the Olympic Games. When you think about it, and a really fun event. So if you haven't been to a gymnastics meet, I encourage you to get out to one of these matches, or all of them that are coming up at University Arena. See great athletes like Hallie Faulkner doing unbelievable things. Penny, thanks for coming out. I could talk gymnastics all night long.
Yeah, me too.
Bronco Productions is giving me the wrap-up sign. So we got to go, but good luck against Eastern Michigan Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Thank you.
And Hallie, thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you in your final season and whatever comes about after that.
Thank you.
I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for coming out. We got hockey coming up Friday and Saturday at Lawson Arena, gymnastics on Sunday. Lots of things to go to, so get online at www.broncos.com/tickets. Basketball, too, at 1 o'clock on Saturday against Georgia Southern. Thank you, Elaine Russell, for reminding me. And if you can't get to them, you can hear them on the radio. on you can hear hockey on 96.5 and basketball on WKZO and gymnastics on ESPN Plus. For Penny, for Hallie, for Sammy, and for Tim and Coach Firstweiler, I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. See you next time on the Bronco Coaches Show.